addressing the issues of our nation. I think some of the messages I was going to talk about, I don't need to reiterate them, such as the authority of the PUSL must be upheld. These kind of messages I heard over and over. Their power must not be curtailed. The PUCSL must remain as the arbiter of the country when it comes to especially the electricity matters. So I like to start this one as an engineer. I'm first of all a mechanical engineer. Then I did my solar power electronics back in 1995, 30 years ago. I couldn't find a solar power related job for 12 years. So my PhD is in also solar energy. So back in 2011, Fukushima incident happened, not accident, incident happened. Germany took a decision to shut down their nuclear power plants. They asked, Angela Merkel was asked, do you have a solution? She said no, but we have engineers. Engineers will be entrusted to find a solution. What is somewhat lacking here is giving this charge to the Sri Lankan engineers. Produce energy at the right price points, not disturbed by various elements in the today and tomorrow issues. And when you have mangoes, if you don't eat mangoes, if you keep on importing apples, it's going to be expensive. Anybody knows that. Everybody knows that. So that kind of approach we need to bring. It's easy for me to lecture here. Yes, I know the subject. I worked in the industry 12 years, not necessarily in solar energy, but then I came back to academia. Then I taught energy system design for years, the levelized cost of energy. So it became grid parity for solar power back in 2012 in the sunny belt countries. So anywhere in the sunny belt countries, solar energy has become as cheap as the grid price since 2012. Anybody dispute that one, please get back to me, because I like to be educated on this topic if I'm wrong. Then levelized cost of energy for solar has been getting lower and lower because it's a technology. Any resource price will continue to go up. That's the nature. Any technology price will continue to go down. If somebody is disputing that one, please get back to me. Then other point we heard is the IMF's request for this tariff to be increased. I think everybody heard that one, a very consistent message. It should be the decision of the PUCSL. Then, so another point came across. IMF might not be asking the tariff to be increased, but they might be asking the CEB to be efficient in their operation. That could be another path to be investigated. So if that is the case, we need to tell the relevant authorities, okay, let's get our act together. We have enough know-how among the professionals. If they don't have enough professionals, we can find. The future for solar is bright. Don't worry about the industrial people here. It is bright, and it's been getting brighter since 2011 when I got back to solar energy 2009. Ever since, it's been bright and getting so promising. There's no doubt. So if people who are employed by this industry should not have any hesitation about that industry. But whereas future for Sri Lanka, we need to question that one. We need to get a few things right for our future to be bright. One thing, we have to utilize the energy systems we have. Like I said, if we have mangoes, you have to use mangoes. So I heard talk about the EVs, and of course we must promote EVs because again that is driven by the local energy. So every time you turn on an you turn on a petrol or diesel car, you're burning dollars every second. Just imagine that scene in your mind. Turn on the engine, you're burning dollars. We have a dollar crisis happening in 2028. I was told this in the range of $68 billion. It is not a small amount. I heard the renewable energy industry has saved, they will be saving $3 billion by the time 2028 comes. That little industry has saved or is going to save $3 billion. What other industries can claim that one? So they need to come, we need to get our act together. Every ministry should be given this target. Okay, how much can you save for us to pay this loan in 2028? So few things, these are low-hanging fruits. EV and PV packages, tax-free. So the car permits are given to various people in the country. Give them only EVs, because if electric vehicles are the only one available to be taken up from this car permits, they are not much of a burden. My student can calculate how many dollars can be saved by an electrical vehicle in a given space of 5 years. They save money. So few other things. We had this in February. We had the monkey incident, which is a laugh, it's a joke, nothing. There's no truth about that. Sri Lanka became a joke in several countries. News in the last minute email line in Sri Lanka, like that kind of monkey brings the whole system down. So there are solutions available to that one. We need to increase the demand. We need to electrify our transportation. We need to electrify our cooking. We need to save our mothers from using anything involving fumes. That's very bad for their lungs. So when we say electric cooking, it's the induction cooking. I convinced my mother after 4 years of begging, go induction cooking. It's cheaper, even cheaper than gas power. So there are so many low-hanging fruits. What we need is our government or whoever's in the authority telling the engineers, find solutions under these circumstances suitable for our country, not for foreign nations, from our own resources. Find solutions. Just like that Fukushima incident, Japan couldn't get their quality right. German said, if Japanese cannot get their quality right, we cannot. So we are going away from nuclear. They ask engineers to find solutions. Put that job to the engineers. If they cannot do it, pass the baton to somebody else who can do it. That's why we produce thousands of engineers every year. What's the point otherwise? Thank you.